In my last video, I showed you what happened when our WestJet flight home was cancelled. AI helped me understand what evidence I should collect and how to start building a claim. But that created another problem. I had receipts, screenshots, emails, financial documents, and scanned PDFs scattered across different devices. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I used UPDF to turn those separate documents into one organized workflow, including how I rescued an old physical receipt using my phone. UPDF is sponsoring this video, and there's an affiliate link in the description. However, what you're about to see comes from my own testing. I'll show you what worked well, where I encountered limitations, and the types of documents I think this tool is actually useful for. The first thing I needed was one working claim file. Instead of constantly opening separate PDFs, I used UPDF to combine the documents into a single file. I can select the PDFs, arrange them in the order I want, and merge them. For a claim like mine, that order could begin with the booking confirmation, followed by the cancellation notice, the expenses, the receipts, and then any supporting evidence. This may sound like a small improvement, but it makes reviewing the case much easier. I'm no longer searching through folders and trying to remember which document contains what. Now I have one working file where I can review everything, search the text, highlight important details, add notes and comments, reorganize pages, insert new evidence, and update the document as the claim develops. When it's ready, I can redact any private information and share a much cleaner, more organized file. Receipts introduce another problem because many of them are simply images. The computer can display the receipt, but it may not recognize the text inside it. That's where OCR comes in. OCR converts the image of the receipt into text that can be searched, selected, and copied. I tested it with this Dennis receipt, and UPDF successfully recognized the content. I could search the receipt and select information that previously existed only as pixels in an image. This becomes useful when you have many receipts and need to find a specific merchant or expense without opening and reading every page. I also tested UPDF with a much more faded receipt, and the result wasn't as useful. That's an important limitation to understand. OCR can improve how you work with a scan, but it can't always reconstruct information that has already disappeared from the original paper. For damaged or faded documents, I would still review the result carefully and keep the original image. And this is where the mobile app added real value for me. I found this old wrinkled IKEA return receipt in my wallet. I opened UPDF on my phone, scanned the receipt, corrected its orientation, and saved it directly to UPDF Cloud. Then I moved to my computer, opened the cloud section, and the receipt was already there. This is a much better habit than leaving a receipt in a wallet until the text fades completely. UPDF is available on Mac, Windows, iOS, and Android. One license supports 4 devices, so this phone-to-computer workflow is part of the same account rather than 2 disconnected apps. If this kind of document workflow would help you, I've included my UPDF affiliate link below. It supports the channel if you decide to try it at no extra cost to you. Once the documents are organized, there's another step that's easy to overlook: protecting sensitive information. A claim document or financial statement may contain account numbers, signatures, addresses, or other information that the recipient doesn't need. UPDF includes a proper redaction tool for removing that information before sharing the PDF. This is different from placing a black shape over the text. A shape may only hide what's visible on the screen. In some documents, the information underneath can still be selected, copied, or recovered. Redaction is designed to permanently remove the selected content when it's applied. That makes it useful not only for travel claims, but also for tax documents, legal paperwork, contracts, financial reports, and business files. Of course, I would always inspect the final exported PDF before sending it, just to confirm that I removed the correct information. Now let's look at UPDF AI. Because the AI tools are available inside the PDF workflow, I can ask questions while I'm reviewing the document. For example, I can request a summary, ask it to locate relevant information, or have it reorganize content into a format that's easier to understand. I also tested it with a financial table. My first prompt didn't produce the structure I wanted, so I gave it a more specific instruction explaining exactly which information I wanted extracted and how I wanted the answer formatted. The second result was much more useful. That's something I've seen with many AI tools. A vague request can produce a vague or incomplete answer. Clear instructions, context, and an expected output format usually improve the result. I'm not going to verify every number in this demonstration, or pretend that AI extraction is guaranteed to be perfect. If I were using the output in a real financial, legal, or reimbursement submission, I would compare any important figures with the original document first. The value here is reducing the amount of manual reading and reorganizing, not removing the need for human review. I also compared part of this process with ChatGPT. I don't see this as a competition where one tool has to be declared the winner. ChatGPT is useful when I want broader reasoning, help planning a workflow or a conversation that connects information from several sources. That's what I used in the WestJet video to think through the claim and identify the evidence I should collect. UPDF has a different advantage. The PDF is already open in the same application where I can read it, search it, run OCR, merge pages, redact private information, and save the finished document. I don't need to move between as many tools just to continue working with the file. ChatGPT gave me a stronger response to one of my initial table questions. UPDF needed a clearer follow-up prompt. That's useful feedback, and it's something I would tell the UPDF team. But it doesn't erase the convenience of having AI directly inside the document workflow. For me, the practical approach is to use each tool for what it does well. So who would actually benefit from UPDF? I think it makes the most sense for someone who regularly works with documents, rather than someone who only opens a PDF occasionally. That could include receipts and expense reports, contracts, application forms, tax records, research papers, financial statements, travel claims, or scanned business documents. Another useful feature is being able to edit the PDF itself. If you work with PDFs regularly, you've probably had to convert one into Word just to correct a sentence, change a number, or move an image. That conversion can create a completely new problem. Images move to the wrong place, fonts suddenly look strange, and the original layout can become a mess. Then you spend more time repairing the formatting than making the actual change. With UPDF, I can edit text and images directly inside the PDF, so I don't have to keep converting the document into another format and then converting it back again. The main value isn't one individual feature. It's being able to scan a receipt on your phone, access it on your computer, run OCR, edit the PDF, combine it with other documents, add notes, remove sensitive information, and ask questions about the file without rebuilding the workflow every time. That could save a lot of time for someone who handles PDFs every day. And if you are looking for an alternative to Adobe Acrobat, especially if you don't need to remain inside the Adobe ecosystem, UPDF is an option worth considering. If you only need to read an occasional PDF, you may not need everything included here. But if PDF documents are part of your regular work, having these tools together can make the process much easier to manage. Going back to my WestJet claim, AI helped me understand what I needed to document. UPDF helped me work with the actual documents. It gave me a practical way to turn scattered receipts, screenshots, statements, and PDFs into one organized claim file. The OCR and AI features aren't a reason to stop checking important information. They're tools for finding, organizing, and reviewing that information more efficiently. That's where I think UPDF is most valuable. If you want to try it, you'll find my affiliate link in the description. Using that link supports the channel at no additional cost to you. I'm Thiago, and on this channel I show you practical ways to use AI for real work and real life. Subscribe if you want to see the next workflow, and remember, ask, compare, verify, and document.